Are we live? We're live. Heck yeah. Yo, what's up, everybody? Let me put my glasses on so I can see better. Good morning. I think it's going to be somewhat slow this morning, but I've got 3 good tickers gapping up right now that I think we're all going to be interested in while we wait. Let me see who's up in the house right now. What up, everybody? Give me a minute to pull this up. Find all y'all. Been a minute since I went live. Those IPOs are starting to come back though, so I'm kind of pumped. All right, here we go. Let me just pull the top 3 gappers up for the morning before I get into what my plans are for the day. What's going on, Christian? Good deal. We got some people coming in. Awesome. So the top 3 gappers this morning, I'll start with FNHC. FNHC, 76% gap. She's ripping with a 14 million share float. I did not pull a trade off on this. FNHC, Fed. It's called FedNat National. Penny stock. So that's definitely a watcher for the day because there's probably going to be a dollar breakage on that. INPX is the second. And I'm not getting too risky with my money because I've lowered my dollar amount in my account now. So I'm not going like crazy now with these super high risk plays. This one's only a 2 million share float though. It's INPX. So if I were to play any of these 3, this would be the one I'd play right here. INPX. It's ripping 62% with a 2 million share float. It's INPX is the company. And let's go ahead and watch the trail. So breaking from $4.26 to $7.76. What's up, Joe? And the third is LFG with the highest float. So I'm probably going to steer clear of this one today, but it did gap up 52%. This is pre-market. From close yesterday, this is pre-market LFG. And I didn't even look at some of these others like RMED and AVCT. I didn't look at those yet. I still have to go in and see what the fuck those are doing. LFG is coming in at $25.75. It is a big gap up. It's a little more expensive. It's coming off of $17 flat to $25. So that's coming off of some news. Some news broke on that this morning. I'm going to avoid that one, though. That one definitely I'm not going to mess with. So what I'm waiting on, guys, is DWAC. I'm waiting to enter DWAC at anything under 16. So she had that news break the other day. Everybody got excited. It didn't last very long, though. We all scalped it. I think we scalped it Thursday and Friday, and I'm officially out, waiting for re-entry. When I re-enter DWAC, I always re-enter under 16, though. Like, if it's bouncing in the 17 area, 1750 towards 18, that's always just a red sign, because at any moment, the bottom falls out, she dips below the 16, and it could take weeks before it ever recoups back into the 17s. So you'd have to sell for a loss and then begin trading at that lower level. So I've learned not to do that. I've learned to start buying in at like 1675, throw 100 in, 1650, throw 100 in, 1625, throw 100 in. Then if she bounces back to 1650, I add another 100. And I just keep adding in that window until she rips. All right. INPX. Let's go ahead and look at level 2, man. See what's going on with the ask. Some of you may have already picked it up. Level 2 coming in right now is 300 at 867, 870, 880. Big orders coming in 9. Yeah. Heavy orders coming in at 10. It could. It could. Probably by the end of the day. Maybe tomorrow if it continues on. It's moving slow and the volume's low right now. It's the only thing that it's just moving too damn slow. It did cover one. I mean, it's covered its float already though. So I shouldn't say that. Actually, that's not too bad. Yeah, it's already covered 2,372,000 on the volume. Not bad. Perez, what up? You're in INPX at 760. How many did you get? It's 760 and now it's 780. See, that's a scalp. That's a 20-cent scalp. So I would already have scalped that. Scalping is just taking little bits and pieces out of it, you know? The only thing that sucks for a scalper is sometimes we scalp, we get out, and she just continues to rip, so you have to chase up. But the whole point of being a scalper is securing your profit. So there she is at 783, you're 760, you know? This is where I would be looking to exit, depending on how many shares. Scalpers usually are coming in with a lot of shares, you know? They come in with like 3,000 shares, 2,000. When I'm scalping, I'm always scalping minimum 1,000 shares. Minimum. Usually it's 3,000. Hey, Matt. So I do have 2 Robinhood accounts. Yep. I have the one that I just set up with the 7,000, which all I did was take money out of that one. And then I have my wife's Robinhood account. And the wife's Robinhood account will be for, you know, any large orders that I decide to take in, so I'm not losing money while I'm doing this $7,000 challenge. So let's say I play DWAC, and in the $7,000 account, you know, I have 1,000. Well, no, that would cost me 7. Can't even do 1,000. I have 100 shares. And, you know, in my $7,000 account, I make $150, $200 off of that. Well, in my other account, my actual funding account, I could go ahead and have my 1,000 shares so that when she rips that dollar or two, I make $1,000 to $2,000. I'm still making my money on the other one while I'm working and showing how to build a smaller account. I have it just in case DWAC were to rip. I don't want to miss the big money that I've been waiting on. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, I have 2 accounts. So this is going to just take me some getting used to. As a matter of this not having 25,000 in the account, but I'm cool with it. You know, just taking my time. I'm cool with it. You got to do more swing trading, which I found, you know, just easy swings. You're not going to make a lot of money on the SPY, guys. You're not going to make a lot of money on the SPY. But you are going to make enough money to carry over a couple good swings. You could also swing trade Amazon. So this morning, I set up a position already. You know, I'm up like $12 on Amazon. She hasn't even opened yet. It's a small position. I'm just testing the water with Amazon while I wait for DWAC to sell off so I can begin scalping DWAC. Some of you guys were like, just, you know, trade one. Well, it's really tough to just trade one. It's damn near impossible because you've got to wait for consolidation sometimes before you can get back in a ticker. So right now, while DWAC consolidates, you know, what do? I don't want to chase some really risky, I don't know, short squeezes, man, that end up not squeezing and then everybody's down 15, 20% because the market makers are screwing with everybody. You know, we're so used to that. So I'm going with more guarantees, safer bets. It's going to be a lot slower. But the whole point here is I'm relying heavily on DWAC. I think you guys know that insane vision I have for DWAC, that's going to be everybody's lottery ticket if we just plan it right, we're patient, strategize for the midterm elections, keep it going into December, keep your DWAC positions going, not necessarily like hanging in there because, after the midterm, she's going to blow up, so everybody's going to want to sell. But then between December and January, you have to re-enter at some point, okay? Because he's going to make his bid or his announcement in January. That's what we're all expecting. That's what's being talked of right now. Even with his family, they're saying if he were to announce, it would be in January. So now you just got to make sure you're back in DWAC in January after you've done all your scalping. So we're just taking our time with that. I got in this morning, Amazon. Now, typically, had I have done this, I would have made sure I had 100 shares minimum. Had this have been, the old version of me, last week, I would have at least had a minimum of 100. So I've downsized my account, and just to test the water, I picked up 10, and I'm up $15 right now, so that would have been $150 had I have done the larger size. But again, I'm just going to scalp this today. I'm not going to make a lot of money off it, but I'm just going to show you guys how you can grab almost some guaranteed scalps following the SPY, comparing the SPY to Amazon, using spytomorrow.com as one of your indicators to help take that no-brainer approach. And that's so that beginners can have that, they can rest easy, because if you've got an indicator that's already done the work for you, and that indicator is measuring pressure, okay, buying on all 500 tickers. It's the S&P 500, and it's measuring the pressure, buying pressure, selling pressure of all the tickers, and it's either going to come in hot, which is green, it's going to come in cold, which is red, or it's going to come in neutral, which is yellow. So Friday, it told us we were coming in green today. So now go ahead and just use the SPY to reference Amazon. If the SPY's coming in green, Amazon's driving the SPY. We already know that. Okay, so most likely you're coming in green and you can scalp Amazon. Now, at the end of the day, you might want to swing Amazon. You might let her sell off. Okay, let it just sell off, do its thing all day, get out of it. Market close, she sells all the way down to, let's say, $105. You re-enter, so now you had one scalp for the day, and now you're setting up a swing trade for tomorrow. Yet I'm not using a lot of money, so I didn't use nowhere near. I think I only used 1,000 of this today, 1,200 to be exact. So somebody was like, what about settling funds? Well, you're not using the entire 7,000, because then the entire 7,000 would need to settle. I'm not used to that. So I'm going to have to just, stay within certain percentages of the 7,000. So I always have liquid cash, freed up cash, which is what I did. That's why I went in pretty light on Amazon just to open up, make me some money this morning, while I wait for DWAC to consolidate. That's basically all I'm doing. And I'm taking hardly no risk. Some people are jumping into FNHC right now, and they're probably not paying attention to level 2. They're going to get burnt. INPX could be the same thing. I could chase that. I might get lucky. I might not. Those are high risk gappers that right now I'm not willing to screw with. So finally, though, Robinhood's got better. Their charts are freaking off the chain. Their charts are off the chain, man. What's up, Scott? Lucy made a comeback. Lay's made a comeback. AVCT, what's going on? Let me go back to AVCT. They all made a comeback. Is AVCT making a comeback or no? Not really. I sold it 174, lost 40%, moved that over to DWAC right when it ripped the other day. She shot up to almost 18, 19. and I made the money back. I was really lucky to make it back with DWAC. And that's what I mean by I ain't sitting in a losing ticker for more than a week. I'm just not. She's losing gas, and I got a couple that are gaining gas. Just move it over. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got two escalators. One's coming down, one's going up, right? One's coming down. When they meet, move the money over, let the money go up. This one ain't going up. Get the money out of it. Move it to one that's going up. That's why I don't sit in these tickers that just gas out. All right? I'm having the new Corvette. I'm having it custom painted right now. It's going to be sweet, man. The 1982. We're putting the original paint, making it look like it just rolled off the showroom floor. Putting a new clear coat on it, all that. All right, let me get back to so we're watching. I want to watch DWAC, and this is where I enter when she breaks 17. But you see, she's showing signs of life this morning, and this is all fake. This is all bullshit. This is probably a bull trap. Some people are going to be like, oh, she's going back to 1850. I need to buy at 1750. Let me go ahead and look at the spread. Wow, they're not. Oh, yeah, there's the spread. So what's the spread on this? Thin orders. You know, you got thin orders. Well, 100 at 1759. 500 to sell at 1665. It's pretty much even. It's equal territory. You do have a lot of people wanting to buy this puppy though. So I'm just going to sit this out and watch it. I don't want to get trapped at that 1750 though, because it could be a while before it ever comes back. So some people may be buying in right here, and not me. I'll take my time. We still have 3 weeks before the midterms. And what news is going to break between now and then? Really nothing, you know? INPX. Good for you, bro. You scalped. Now you're waiting to get back in. Look at level 2. You know, Robinhood's got level 2 now, man. Yay, Robinhood. Robinhood's stepping it up. I'm going to keep you guys in the loop because I'm going to scalp at market open. I'm going to scalp Amazon. This is just an example of scalping. It's not going to be a shit ton of money or anything like that. It's not going to be like, oh, yeah, look, I just made $5,000. No. This is just going to show you how you would buy the close, sell the open on Amazon, referencing the SPY, using the SPY as your gauge, as your guide, okay? Because right now, if you pull the SPY up, it's going to be moving identical to Amazon. Let's do it. Let's pull the SPY up. You're going to think you're looking at the same damn chart. Yep. Same freaking chart. Identical. You got 2 trades. It just so happens SPY is $363. Amazon is 110 right now. So you can, for every one you'll pick up a SPY, you will get 3. Man, people are just blowing my phone up today. Jeez. You'll have 3 shares of Amazon. That's why I'm saying, you know, let's dumb it down. Let's just attack Amazon and slowly build your account. What up, Joe? Joel Dawes in the house. You should have shipped to my Arizona. Dude, that vet was beautiful. Yeah, the one you sent me. You sent me those photos of the yellow. I think it was yellow. Joel. Yeah, beautiful, bro. Golly, how much would it cost me to ship it to Arizona? It would probably cost me too much, you know. I got a fella right here in my hometown. It's called Boneyard Builds. His company is called Boneyard Builds. He's just right up the road from me, and he does all the fancy shit to my any like detail work or anything. He'll do anything, man. But they build custom cars from the ground up. I told him he needs his own reality show. It's going to be the same exact factory paint, but all refreshed, like it just rolled off the showroom floor, and we're just going to add a touch of flake to it. So in the silver, it's going to be silver flake, and in the black, it's going to be black flake with a really high polished protective sealant on it. So yeah, she's going to look brand new. And then I'm rarely going to drive it, so we'll keep her looking brand new. How you been, Pam? Good to see you back. I haven't seen your name in a bit, but I haven't been live in a bit either. Florida girl, do you usually? Yeah, no. I think right now I'm on a margin account. I'm on a margin account right now with this 7,000. It's not a cash account. All right, Shelly, darn straight. How you doing? Yup, Joel, that 82 vet, my favorite. Last of the C3. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous car, man. I just love looking in. I see it in my driveway right now, and I'm like, wow, I've wanted that since I was in high school. I wanted that car since I was in freaking high school, man. And I got it. I love it. It's hard. Like, I didn't want the 81. I didn't want the 79. I didn't want... Somebody tried selling me a 76 a couple weeks ago. I was like, I don't want a 76. It was mint, but I'm like, that's not the car I wanted. The one I've wanted since high school was the 1982. That was the one. Thank you, Pam. Yeah, I'm stoked. I feel like a kid again. Makes you feel young. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Gandorf, it's the same thing. You're waiting on funds to settle. Matt, no, I'm not buying the SPY yet. You buy the SPY on the close, sell on the open, okay? If that's the route you want to take. I'm showing people that you can also buy Amazon on the close and sell on the open, okay? So, but you're going to use the SPY as your guide, as your reference, and I want you to use spytomorrow.com to give you reassurance that you're doing the right thing. Just so you guys know, spytomorrow.com is like 90% accurate. Check it out, y'all. Literally, it's 90% accurate. The only time spytomorrow.com is wrong is if news breaks that morning and the market crashes. And this website didn't factor that in because they didn't know that that news was going to break. That's why there's that 10% variable of them getting it wrong because of news breaking. Otherwise, that website is 90% accurate, all right? That's right, Gandorf. So you're getting a 3-to-1. You could buy 3 shares of Amazon for every 1 share of the SPY. Again, I just want to alert people to watch the SPY. Use that as your indicator as the direction that Amazon's going to go. That way you know whether you should be getting in or just, hey, I'm not getting in. Not on this one. I'm staying out. So they give you a 1-day advance heads up. All right? So, you know, a really good technique here is to scalp. Go ahead and scalp Amazon at open. It could be 30 minutes into market open, guys. It's not going to be like as soon as the bell rings, you hit sell. We're not talking about doing that. I'm talking about like the bell rings and just watch this puppy for the next 15, 20 minutes because that's where the action's going to be. You're probably not going to have time to do a limit order. You're just going to market, sell it. Get whatever the heck they give you, and bada boom, bada bing. That's what you made on that scalp. Then prepare yourself for a swing trade later in the day. So she starts selling off. Let's say she sells off to 105. I would love to enter Amazon at 105. My indicator is showing me that the SPY is going to be green tomorrow. There you go. Now you took your scalp for the day and you got a swing trade. Because we have these smaller accounts now, we have to rely heavily on swing trading, right? Right. There you go. That's how we're going to do it. And right now I'm like, what am I? It was a good move. This is tiny money right now because I didn't play heavy. And I didn't play heavy on purpose because some people are still like, just trade $1,000 or just trade $2,000. So if that's what you did, you'd be $20 in the green right now. You'd make 20. Then you do a swing trade tonight. You'd make you another 20. And this is all waiting for DWAC to consolidate. So that is going to be your main scalp. And we enter DWAC at the right time and catch all those rips, baby. Got to catch them. You just grow it slow. Listen, let me tell you something. Worst market ever. Guys, listen. You realize if that news came in the other day on DWAC that Truth Social was picked up by Android, because right now if you got an Android, you couldn't download Truth because of, what was it, Google Apps or something, right? They wouldn't allow it. You guys realize if that news came in 2 years ago, where Truth DWAC would have blown up to like $37, $38, $40. All it did was pop to a lousy, what was it, 1850? You see what I'm saying? It had hardly no pop off of that news. That's the market we're in right now. That is the market. It is the most difficult market to make any real freaking money in when you try to plan it. You see, you plan shit like that. You're like, oh, that's great news. It just launched. Look at DWAC. She's blowing up. Otherwise, what you got to try to do is you got to catch these random stocks that nobody knows about, like FNHC. The news breaks. You don't know the news broke. It's a stock that nobody cares about. Nobody's ever heard before in their life. By the time you find out, it's already 70% ripped. You know, because the news is breaking within 10 minutes. Wall Street is already buying it. And then you try to get in on that rip, and that's where a lot of people lose the majority of their money. Now, 2 years ago, you could very strategically plan an entry with DWAC for news to break and double your money. You could, or you know, 30%, 40% gains on DWAC. It was so easy. I remember trading DWAC like 3 or 4 times in one day, making anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 on each scalp because the money was just there. And now that's damn near impossible. It's damn near impossible. So the other, it went to 2188. My brain's been on so many different tickers, I forgot. So we got a few minutes before market opens. Let's see where we go, baby. Let's see where we go. My dogs are going nuts because they're re-roofing the house next door. Dogs are not having it. They're not having it. There we go. See what I'm saying? DWAC's already selling off. That 1750 was a bull trap, guys. It was a bull trap. That's why we don't buy at 1750. Yeah, thanks for straightening that out, Florida girl. Yeah, she broke all the way over 21. And thank God it did, because damn, I made my AVCT money back. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I got excited. I was totally green, made great money on that. But all I was doing was rebooting the AVCT loss. That's all I did. So I don't even walk with any profit. You know, I'm just making up for shit that I lost. That's all I'm doing. And that's what you got to do in this market. So you got to tread really lightly. Go with the almost guarantee stocks. And only, you know, if you're going to scalp one, really study that one and make sure you enter just the right time. here we go. We got like 7 minutes before the market opens. And I'm going to go ahead and sell my Amazon. I'm just going to scalp it really quick. I'm 20 bucks in the money. I'm then going to swing trade it later in the day. Little Country, how you doing, brother? Been a minute. I'm doing good. Life is peachy right now. The weather's cooling off and I feel great. I'm going to the gym this afternoon. I decided to skip the gym this morning so I could come out and bang a couple tickers live and explain what I was doing. So we'll hit the gym this afternoon. I like training sometimes. So like I train really early in the morning. Or like if I go live with y'all, I love to train between 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock because nobody's in the gym between 2 and 3. My entire career as a bodybuilder, training in gyms, go between 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Nobody's ever in. You'll be the only one in the gym. I don't know why that is. I'm a gym owner now, and I still don't know why that is. It's crazy. What's the word, Matt? Not all of us will be on YouTube Live, so you need to update on the Discord. Matt, go on the Discord. Tell everybody I'm live. I announced it yesterday in my new channel that I was going to be live trading this. So I hope they are. I even tagged everybody to make sure they were watching. Diamond goes, market's about to open. Let me get my cigarettes. Tell me about it. We're gonna make a quick scalp. It's all good. So this is what you do, guys. When the market opens, don't. Okay, so like right now I'm watching Amazon like this. It's just wide open. When I'm ready to do a lightning market sell, I'm gonna be right here. I hit sell. Now I'm already in, ready to sell, watching the ticker move. So all I got to do is hit my number and hit sell, okay? I'm not watching it on the full screen. Watch it on the small screen. Have your number ready to go. Have all your shares. So you're going to set, like what I do is I just hit sell all my Amazon. I'm not going to put a certain number in there. I'm scalping it all. And I watch it. I watch market price versus, you know, what I'm in for, what I expect. When I see what I expect, boom, sell it all. Now remember, because you're a scalper, scalpers just take small chunks out. Small chunks, small chunk. Will goes, I'm not happy with less than 50% gains. Then you're not a scalper. A scalper is looking for 5 to 10%. By the end of the strategy, not necessarily in that one scalp, but by the end of the strategy, that's a scalper. You're taking small pieces out, small pieces. You're not taking the whole head off. You're scalping it. Scalp. That's why they call it scalping. You're not taking the whole head off. You don't take the whole head off the ticker. You just scalp it. Over time, scalping is a little more reliable because you're spending less time in a ticker. You're spending less time in a play. The more time you spend in a play, the more time you give that ticker the opportunity to go south on you. And now you're trapped. The less time you spend, hey, you might not catch the top, and that's not the point. The point isn't catching the full candle, the full rip. The point is to just take small pieces out of it and get out. All right? Like I would never say I'm wanting 50% off of one stock. That's just crazy. Unless you're going to give yourself 5 years or 4 years and you're going super, super long. You might want to get in Amazon right now and you're like, I want 100% return. I want 50% return on Amazon. Well, you got to plant your money and you have to leave it there and you have to wait for this economic cycle, this toilet that keeps flushing your money, you know, down the toilet into the sewer, right? You got to let it play out. Get in super cheap, because right now that's all this market is good for, is discount this, discount that, buy it, wait for 4 or 5 years. Now you got your 50%, bro. Okay? Or now you got your 100% gains because you waited it out. You got new people in government that actually cared about you, cared about your money, and you got it back. That's the only way. Yay, Amazon, let's go. She's making me money. Let's go. It's not a lot of money, but I'm making money. I don't give a shit. As long as I'm not losing money, baby, I'm making money. I don't give a shit. When was that, Florida girl? How long ago did you scalp bed, bath, and beyond? How long ago? Was it before? It had to have been before the CFO committed suicide, right? Ken says, how do you pay taxes on all these trades? You get you a damn good CPA, which I have. My CPA has handled all my business affairs, everything, including capital gains. Money in, money out. All right? Money in, money out. Let's see what we get. ASPI IPO this Friday. Yes, indeed. I'm wanting to play ASPI, but we have to see if it actually closes on Thursday. I'm not getting anybody excited. Of course, I want to play it. You guys already know I want to play it. We're going to play it. Market is open. Amazon's moving fairly decent. 110. About to bust 111. I'm $30 in the green. $30 in the green. The SPY is moving quite nicely as well. SPY is mirror image Amazon. They are identical right now, guys. So this is where I'm just like, okay, I'm about to move into $40 in the money. Okay, so she's breaking 111. And this is where I make my trade. So I'm already in sell position. I'm sticking it out for maybe, let me look at level 2. Always watch level 2 to make sure there's not big orders coming in. If there's a big order coming in, the last thing you want to do is sell on that big order. We got orders coming in. See, they're trickling in though. They're not coming in fast. There's not heavy orders coming in beyond 111. They're not coming in heavy enough for me to stick it out. I'm at 111.11. So this is it. Here's the perfect example, guys. Okay. And I don't even care if this goes beyond. I'm at 111.11 and sell. I'm out. So what was I in at 107? Out at 111. In at 107, out at 111 or something. No, I was in at 108. I'm sorry. Out at 111. There's the scalp for the day. I'm done. That was my first scalp, all right? Just an example. Now, I'm going to swing trade this puppy. I'm going to let it sell off because you already know it's going to sell off this afternoon. This is only going to last for maybe 30 minutes, guys. This shit where money dumps into Amazon is only going to last for about 30 minutes. Let me go ahead and tell everybody in the shit. I can't even. Hey, can somebody go in the Discord and say that I just sold Amazon for 111? I can't get in the Discord on this phone. I can only use the one I'm recording on. Can somebody please go in my channel and say Teddy just sold Amazon for 111? Shit. I forgot I can't get on the Discord in this phone. Somebody please do that for me. Somebody that's not invested in Amazon. I don't want you taking your eye off the Amazon ball. if you still haven't traded it, okay? And it looks like I did the right thing because Amazon is stalling out at 111. Amazon's stalling out at 111. And you saw, if you were, cool, thanks, Florida girl. If you were reading level 2 on Amazon, you saw that the orders were extremely thin coming in beyond 111. They were shitty. There was nothing coming in. There was 111.12, 111 like 20. I'm not sticking around for that. I don't give a shit about that. You know what I'm saying? Now let's see what level 2 looks like. Maybe people are coming in and they're like, fuck it, man. Let's double down on Amazon this morning. No, it's still thin. It's still thin. The first line of level 2 is thin. All right? So there you go. Now, had I have had 100 shares on this bad boy, I'd have made me a decent amount of money. But that was the perfect example of how you can use the SPY, the actual SPY chart. You can use spytomorrow.com to tell you the direction that we're going to be going in, and then you bet Amazon. You put your money on Amazon using those two signals, okay? Chip, I got 2 computers in front of me. I got a phone. I can only have so much on this table, bro. Why do you think I'm looking this way? Because I'm reading 2 computers. Appreciate it, bro. That's why I'm not looking in the phone. I'm looking in my computers. I have a touchscreen computer to the left, and I've got my old school HP to the right. The old school HP allows me to watch the market. This computer allows me to talk to y'all. This right here is where I trade. Okay, I can't really come off the trading platform, though, to go into the Discord. I haven't set the Discord up on this phone yet. Not that it matters. I don't, typically only need one. So we did the good thing here, guys. I'm still watching Amazon. I think it was a good move. We sold at 111. It would have been $400 had I have gone in with my other account and bet the way I normally bet. I've downsized everything for y'all to show that you can make small steps forward if you just play it smart. We made $40 off of this, which isn't shit, but I am going to swing trade it now, and I'll make another 40 to 50 to 60 tomorrow, but maybe I'm going to double down on it tomorrow. So now, hey, what the fuck? Why do we have to go so light? Tomorrow I'll double down on it. Maybe the next day I'll double down on it. All right, be safe, Pam. Put that seatbelt on and get off the phone. Don't do like I do, because I'm on the interstate with the vet, like, Surprised I don't get pulled over, knock on wood. Be careful, Pam. All right, so AVCT is ripping, somebody just told me. Oh, jeez. Poor AVCT. Poor fucking AVCT. I already made my money back off of that mistake, so I just don't have the time to sit around and wait. So now I want to check the SPY again. We're gonna where the hell did Amazon go? Boy, they just bury Amazon when you're not freaking invested in it. Okay, Amazon. Why are you not right at the top? Amazon, for real? Where the hell you at? Lucy's ripping. Yay, Lucy's selling off. Lucy had her a little bull trap set up this morning. Hate it. Some people probably got trapped in that puppy. Dogecoin is sitting at 0.059. Bitcoin is at 19. Those damn things won't move for nothing. We just sold Amazon at 111, which was just a simple scalp, nothing crazy. In at 108, out at 111. Easy $3 per. Yeah, I saw that, bro. I mean, hey, in this market, if anything moves a penny in the Joe Biden market, it's ripping. You notice that now, right, guys? Things that you pay attention to now, you didn't give a shit about 2 years ago. You're like, oh, it's only moving a penny? I don't give a shit about that. Now a stock moves like 2 pennies. You're like, holy shit, it's taking off. Everybody get in, it's ripping. You know? Fucking hey. We're all homeless and starving. That's the homeless and starving sentiment. Crazy. Hey, Matt, what you got, buddy? Yeah, so now let Amazon do its thing. Let it do its thing, okay? Watch the SPY. Just make sure that they are fucking connected at the hip. If they're not connected at the hip, don't do what I'm telling you to do. You got to do the opposite, all right? And be prepared to buy the close. Now you've got your 1-day trade in. You're setting up your swing trade, okay? And here's the beauty about Amazon. Guys, you could get trapped in ATXI. You could get trapped in INPX, and you're trapped forever. You're trapped forever. They never recoup. You're never trapped in Amazon, okay? Never. You'll never be trapped in Amazon. It's one of the leading companies in our country, okay? Leading companies in our country. So you're always in good hands with Amazon. Always. The SPY is an ETF. Yes. Teddy, how would you trade a $500 to $1,000? I just did it, brother. I only put $1,000 on Amazon this morning. All right? I just did it. I didn't put 7 G's on it. I put a tiny amount on it. I traded it really quick. I scalped. I got out. And again, you just do the same thing. You get you 1-day trade in. Then tonight, you get you 1 swing trade prepared for tomorrow. You got to set it up tonight, though. You got to set it up at market close. So if market closes and she sells off, you know, let's say she sells off to $1.07 again or $1.06. Go and read your SPY indicator. What does it say? If it says the market's going to be red tomorrow, then don't re-enter Amazon. Don't do it. If it says the SPY is going to be green tomorrow, then I'll re-enter Amazon, okay? Gandorf has a really good point. It's better to be stuck in Amazon than some bullshit stock. That's right. That's my whole point. You're stuck in some of these plays, they never come back. Amazon is like, you get a couple Republicans in the Senate, we take over the Senate, we take over the House, and now we have like a Donald Trump in the White House. Amazon's going to be worth $300. This is a joke. $100 for Amazon? This is a fucking joke, y'all. Okay? This is not at all what this company's worth. This shit should be minimum $300 a share. All right? So that's what I mean by you're never trapped in Amazon, because you're buying in so cheap right now. Doesn't happen. But at least pay attention to what's going on here, because we sold at 111. I think it was 111.4 or 111.5 is what I nailed it on. And it's at 111.78. We're now 12 minutes into market open. It's holding above the 111. So guys, you got to pay attention to this, because the same shit happens every freaking day. It's the same parameters, the same percentages. It's the same everybody. The same people coming in and scalping this. The same whales moving this ticker every freaking day, okay? So now you're just going to use this information, right, to scalp tomorrow. You use this info to scalp it again tomorrow. and you just go nice. Hey, man, you make $100 a day. That's it. Let's say you got a small account, $1,000. You're able to do 1 day trade and 1 swing trade to equal 80 to $100. Just throwing that out there. Within 10 trading days, you got $800. You got $1,000 that you didn't have, that you would have lost on INPX. You see what I'm saying? And this is while we wait for DWAC. We got to get our DWAC in, you know. You can swing trade DWAC. That's another way of playing DWAC, you know. What you do on DWAC is you just slowly start scaling in. So let's move to DWAC really quick and talk about how we're going to scale in on DWAC. So DWAC throws a bull trap at everybody this morning. It dumps people out at 1750. It's not going to hold 1744 unless some kind of news were to break today. This is not going to hold this, okay? So now I'm just waiting for this thing to settle down, let it cool off. It needs to break 17. At 1690, I start scaling in. It's a guarantee. It's a guarantee, guys. 1690, start buying DWAC at like 100 shares. 1680, you buy 100 shares. 1670, buy 100 shares. This is what, you know, the smartest way to do it. You just slowly scale in. And then what happens? While you're scaling in, out of nowhere, she rips back to 1750 or 18, and then you sell. It's a swing trade. You've been loading a swing trade on DWAC as it consolidates. It's not a day trade. You have nothing to worry about. You load while it's consolidating. These are the safest damn bets in the stock market right now. Safest bets, because you know Donald Trump is running for president. He's throwing his hat in the ring, so bet on it. Amazon holding 111. Amazon doing its thing. She's showing she's going to push 5% today, which is great. Right now it's at 4%. Had we have actually gotten in at market close Friday, we would have made more money. But we just started this, so we just started this. But yeah, we would have made more money had we have bought in Friday. You know what? Let's look and see where we would have actually been able to catch. Oh yeah, 106. We could have got in at 106 at 3 o'clock. 106 at 3 o'clock. Friday. John wants to go, what about the SPY? There's no difference. You're trading either the SPY the way I just did, or you're trading Amazon. The reason I wanted you to move to Amazon was because you could get more bang for your buck with Amazon. You're getting more bang for your buck, okay? What website do you need, Florida girl? SpyTomorrow.com, so you could study the indicator. It's, if that's what you're asking. Yeah, SpyTomorrow.com. SpyTomorrow.com. As soon as you pull it up, it's going to show you either a green arrow, a red arrow, or a yellow side-to-side directional. The yellow means it doesn't know. It's uncertain, okay? Yes, SpyTomorrow.com. If it's showing you a red arrow down, and it's going to have the date next to it. So it's telling you the exact date and what's expected. Red arrow down means we sit out. We don't buy in at market close. Green arrow up, we buy in. We look for an entry at market close to sell market open. Guys, the reason I'm bringing the SPY to everybody's attention, you could trade the SPY. But again, if you want the most bang for your buck, trade Amazon, all right? But use the SPY as your indicator. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to keep this as a no-brainer for you to inch your way forward, and that's all you got to do. Yes, sir. It's 90% accurate too, Corey. The SPY indicator is 90% accurate. The only reason it's 10% inaccurate is because it doesn't catch news coming in that could trash the market, okay? As an example, let's say Ukraine lands a bomb somewhere within the Russian border, the SPY's going to tank. It just happened, say, 20 minutes ago. None of us expected it. The SPY's going to tank. The indicator couldn't catch that. So there's your 10% inaccurate. Amazon is still holding the 111. Still holding it. Level 2, again, is thin. It's extremely thin. It's not worth talking about. So, again, we still did good. We sold within range of the top. We got out. We could have got in much lower had we have bought market close, but we didn't. I bought pre-market this morning. It was already up $2 or $3 from market close. So I could have had an even larger trade today had I have just got this bad boy Friday at close. Start watching this afternoon. They're going to update it. Florida Girl, once they get all the information in for today, buying and selling pressure of the entire market, they update it. So start looking like around 1 o'clock my time, Central Time, 2 o'clock. You'll see they'll begin updating it, okay? All right, Corey, start using it, bro. This is what I'm talking about. Everybody's saying they're losing money. They're losing money. They're losing money. This is a market. This is a bear market. This is like a bear on steroids, a grizzly bear on steroids market, man. So yeah, let's stop losing money and just slowly wedge your way up. Just slowly nudge your way up. All right. 111.66 on Amazon. Matt, just press the arrow. You've got an arrow coming off the price. Press it. You've got bid, ask. Start reading the bid and the ask. All right. And it tells you how thin those orders are getting and if it's worth betting on or not. If the first 20 rows are all 111, then that's a very thin, and I'm talking about the ask. If it's all 111, the first 20 layers, then that means there's, it's too thin. It's not running. It's not going to bounce to 12. If those layers start to thin out, and let's say you see the first 3 layers are 111 and then it goes right to 112, that means this puppy's probably going to bounce to 112 fairly quick. And if that happens, then you stay in. So I'm 20 deep and I'm not seeing 112. I'm 20 deep and I don't see any 112. Now I'm like 25 deep, no 112. Not yet anyhow. All right? And that's why it's moving so slowly. Just pay attention to the ask, bro. Of course, pay attention to the bid because that tells you if it's going to sell off. But if you've used all your indicators properly and she's moving in the green, you're really paying attention to the ask, okay? And count your rows down. How far down does the 111 go? How far down, bro? We don't give a shit. I want to start seeing 112. I don't want to see 111. If I see 111 30 rows deep, I'm selling. So that's why I sold. Not to say that the tables could turn and some volume could come in now and she could trickle up. Those 112s start to push their way forward. And then under the 112s, you might see 113 coming in quick. Well, then my ass is buying back in. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm going to catch that, If it were any other stock. I don't know if I would do it on Amazon, but on any other stock, I'd probably buy back in. That's right, Matt. That's correct, okay? That's exactly right. Now just wait for the market to close, okay? And at like, do this, like around 2:30. Well, it's 2:30 Central Time, 3:30 Eastern Time. Start watching both the SPY and Amazon. That's when you need to start watching it, okay? What up, Texas Hooch? I did pull him up to see who you were talking about, and I saw he had lost 1 million that day. Crazy shit, bro. Fucking all the money he had made trading all those days prior. And then I saw one he had lost 275,000. He had lost 300,000. The kid's losing quite a bit. Everything he makes, he loses. All right, cool, Matt. Then you're like 3:30. Start watching the clock. Start watching the ticker price. Okay? Only if you have a green indicator, start watching the ticker price. Let me go back to DWAC. DWAC is just holding that 1740. You see this? Let's see what the bid is and the ask. Now you're going to pay attention to the bid, because this is what are people willing to sell it for, you know? And they're willing to sell it cheap. Like this one dude's like 1,000 shares, $17.17. 700 shares at $17.12. 500 shares at $17.09. They're willing to scalp it fairly cheap. What's coming in behind it? Well, we do have 1,000 coming in at $18, 1,000 coming in at $18.10, 640 shares coming in at $18.20. It is showing a glimmer of hope, but not enough for me to buy in right now. So, yeah, Florida Girl Laptop Legend is his name. Yep. I think he was live when he lost $1 million the other day, which is fucking crazy. I mean, damn. $1 million freaking dollars. That's sick. That dude's pissed off, man. Like when you first lose $1 million, you're probably like, oh, I'll make it back, whatever. But then when it sinks in, you're like, damn, I could have bought a big ass house. Literally, if I would have just stopped today, I could have bought a big ass house with that $1 million. That kid's probably pissed, man. Robinhood's the best. Robinhood is the quickest day trading account. It is lightning fast, bro. Sometimes they're honest. Use my link. Go into the Discord so you and I each don't just bounce in there, man. We get free money if you use my link. My link is in the Discord, okay? Robinhood's the shit. DWAC is selling off. Amazon is still stuck at 111. We got Tommy Touch in the house. Tommy's Touch. What up, Tommy? Back to the SPY. SPY is selling off. Okay, let me move to Amazon. And Amazon is selling off. You guys watching that? They're connected at the hip, right? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, Mystery. He's probably wishing he did that, right? I guarantee you he's wishing he did that, brother. That is a shitty feeling to lose $1 million. But if you look just a few days prior, he lost 275,000. And then a few days before that, he lost 300,000. So The kid's been losing a lot of money. He should just call it quits for a minute. You know, go long on something and close your books. Taxes aren't going to suck for him because he gets $1 million loss, bro. No, them taxes ain't going to suck. That's a good thing when you take $1 million loss for taxes. Yeah, it's a damn good thing. He ain't going to have to pay shit in taxes now because of that loss, especially if he just holds the loss. Just hold it for 30 days, you know? Christian, are you asking me how much money I'm losing? I'm not losing any today. None. I just took small step with Amazon to prove my point. That's all I did this morning. I took a very small position in Amazon to just prove to everybody that you can use the SPY. You can use spytomorrow.com as your indicator to buy Amazon at market close and sell it at market open and do it day after day after day. You can swing trade that monkey day after day after day, baby. You're not using any of your day trade, whatever them things are. You get 3 or 4 of them, okay? You're not using any of them. You get, okay? Easy money. I don't give a shit how slow you have to do it. You should be green every fucking day doing this. When the indicator tells you not to play Amazon, don't fucking play it. Listen to the indicator. If it says sit out, sit out. Couldn't get any easier. I don't care if you make 40 lousy freaking dollars a day in this market. You got a small ass account. And it's all, well, that's at your level. That's your level. Your level only allows you to make 40. If I'm at a higher level than you, and my level says, Teddy, well, you get to make 400 because you've been doing this shit a lot fucking longer. Well, then I get to make 400. Then there's another guy that gets to make 4,000. Just an example, because he's been doing this shit like this $1 million kid. He had fucking $2 million or $3 million on a play the other day, and he lost $1 million of it, something like that. Well, that kid deserves to make $400,000. You see my example here? We're all in the green. We're all within our own brackets of what we invest in. I'm just showing you it's almost a fucking no-brainer way to do it. It's like a guarantee. It's literally the only guarantee in the stock market right now, if you think about it. Resistance at 112. Just pay attention. There's resistance at 112. All right? Oh, so he was already down 80% when he lost that $1 million? Holy shit, the bed. Dude, that's insane. And they didn't margin call him. They let Tex. I saw you said that the other day. They allowed him to lose the $1 million, right? When they could have margin called him at 500,000 or something. They just took his money. They just wanted that dude's money. Yeah, that's sad that they did that. That's fucked up, man. They're like, he's got another 500,000 we could take? Take that 500 G's. Dump it on him. Kid made a mistake, boy. So Amazon still resistance at 112. The only reason I keep drilling this into your heads, guys, is because we're going to play the same thing tomorrow. We're playing the same exact thing tomorrow, but I'm probably going to go a little heavier tomorrow. So I'm probably going to triple down on Amazon tomorrow. So I could triple my take. That's it, baby. Liliana says, damn, so risky with that much money. Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy risky. And he should have known better in this market that there's going to be traps waiting for guys like him, right? They're just waiting for guys like him. So I'm glad somebody updated in my Discord that I'm out so people can just go ahead and kind of watch now for the rest of the day here. I'm actually going to go to the gym here soon. What up, Joel? The Amazon monkey. Getting those swings in, baby. We're getting those swings in on the Amazon monkey. And there she goes. She broke 112. So let's look level 2. Watch level 2. Why is she breaking 112? Bada boom, bada bing. They curled up on us. How soon will level... So now that you saw 112 was resistance, right? We had all that resistance at 112. If the market is moving correctly, look, you go ahead and look at your ask. All the orders are coming in at 112, and they're coming in fairly quick right now. And they're coming in at 112 and 40 cents, 112 30 cents, 112 28. That means 112 is going to become support. 112 should now become a support level. So if you were to enter, let's say you're getting in late, you're entering in at 112, knowing that's our support line. Let's see if it holds it. I'm fairly certain it's going to. So whenever you have a breakout from a resistance line, that resistance becomes what? Yes. It becomes support. It's your new support line. So now you just pay attention to that support level. So Amazon has now broke out. Let's see if the SPY has broke out. And the SPY has broke out. So now you see a reversal with the SPY. You see a continuation with Amazon. AVCT is breaking $2. Nice. So we're at 9:05 in Alabama. I just want to bring this to your attention. Amazon broke out at 9 o'clock, guys, okay? Coincidence or what? What happened at 9 o'clock? Algorithms kicked in at 9 o'clock and allowed Amazon to break that resistance level. So you just want to put that in the book. Say, hey, tomorrow at 9 a.m., algorithms kick in. See, I'm writing that down. Tomorrow at 9 a.m., the Amazon algorithm is going to kick in. Look for it. That way I could better time my exit. All right. AVCT, I'm hearing, is up 40 cents. Apparently it's squeezing then, because that was on my short squeeze list. Yep, AVCT had a nice little squeeze this morning. That's cool. Just so you guys know, we are playing this IPO coming up Friday. The only reason I don't want to talk a lot about it is because I don't want it to get pulled. So I'm not going super crazy with the hype. I mean, the hype benefits us because more people get in the play, but then it also, we run the risk of the play getting pulled. So, you know, that's why I'm not hyping it up. But let's prepare to play it Friday. I'm going live with it. Actually, the gap up came from 106. The gap up came at 106, man. From 106 to 112. We'll be prepared for the gap up tomorrow, though, okay? Because I want you guys to pay attention to close and buy in at market close. Buy in as low as possible so we can ride this rip. We can ride more of that candle tomorrow. I could have got in lower. I didn't have to worry about her going to 112, you know? All right, so let's go back to AVCT. It did touch $2. Yep. Let's look at today's high. $2, right on the button. What a crock of shit that is. $2, right? I mean, not 201, not 202, not 205. Really? $2? Bunch of market making manipulation bullshit is what that is. Excuse me, level 2. 196, but I guess it doesn't really matter if they're getting squeezed out of their positions. If that was just a minor covering, shorts just covered 40 cents in shares, yeah, I would have sold it $2. I would have sold right there on that rip, y'all. Sell on that rip, let her trickle back down the 40 cents, get back in. Now, instead of it having to go to $2.50, you sold at the 2. She sold off 50 cents. You got back in on the bottom, and all you had to do was write it right back to the $2 to make the 50 cents. A lot of times that happens. A lot of times the higher number doesn't happen. You get back in on a lower number and make up the loss on the back end. You make it up on the back end, not the top end, on the bottom end. Oh, the lobster is badass, man. He's over there chilling. He loves his life. Yep. Amazon's performing really well today. Great way to nudge forward, but let me go ahead and guesstimate when this is going to gas out. Let's do a guesstimation on Amazon's gas out. Let's go. Here we go. When does she lose momentum? She's going to lose momentum. 10:40 on the button. Let's see. My time, 10:40 on the button. She should gas out. So going into lunch, pay attention. Look for the top of the mountain. Yep. And here's where the top of the mountain very well could lie, everybody. Top of the mountain could be before the pre-lunch sell-off, might not break 113. It might lie between 112 and 175. 112.75. It may not break 113. After lunch, it has the potential to break out to 114. So you have 114 potential after lunch. You got the pre-sell-off at 113. I don't see it breaking 113. That's just a psychological level. It's going to continue to sell off at 113. I could be wrong. Let me look at level 2. Oh, she's closing in fast, isn't she? I'm looking at Friday's chart, Matt. That's correct. Looking at Friday's chart. Oh, it did. Fuck me. Well, it sold off. It hit the 13 and she trickled down. But guys, this is going to become support here in a minute. Hot damn, baby. 913. 913, Amazon. Oh, I'm going to fall in love with Amazon here soon. Tomorrow, I go 3,000 deep on this puppy. I'm going to do a minimum of $3,000 to $4,000 on Amazon tomorrow. I ain't fucking around, man. She's outperforming Friday. That is such a good sign. Outperforming Friday, man. If you're checking out and comparing Friday's chart, doesn't mean it won't mimic that chart. Just means the numbers are going to be off a hair. So numbers are going to be off slightly. So fucking such easy money though. Amazon is such easy money, y'all. Chris says, why Amazon? Because it's easy money, brother. Easy, easy money. And you'll never be trapped in Amazon, like we said earlier. You never get trapped in Amazon because it's one of the world's top companies. In 2 years, it's going to be trading at $350, $400 once the right people are in the White House. There's absolutely, it's a joke that Amazon's $100 right now. It's a fucking absolute joke. One of our greatest companies is valued at a lousy $100 a share. Absolute joke. So you'll never get trapped. Let's say you buy right now at 113 because you don't know what you're doing. You're like, ah, fuck it. I'm going to buy 100 shares at 113. Well, damn. Fucking come January, it's probably going to be $150 or $160 when Republicans take over the House and the Senate. Or by December. That's what I mean by you're never trapped with Amazon. You're going to be trapped with plays like AVCT, INPX, RMED. You might get trapped in all that shit, and they never recover. They never, ever hit their 52-week highs. You're screwed. Amazon will not only hit its 52-week high, it's going to surpass it and continue to break into new highs. So, you see where I'm going with that? You're never trapped in Amazon. That's why I chose Amazon. And it's easy to day trade, and it's easy to swing trade. All right? Somebody's asking if RNVA hit zero? What do you mean? How did RNVA... Oh, you're talking about that crazy ass fucking shit on the OTC. Anybody got an update on that? RNVA? Man, I told everybody to get the hell out of that piece of shit. Like when it rode 4 or 5, that was it. That was the top of the mountain. Like everybody cash out at that 4 or 5 level. Everybody get the hell out. But people were like, no. We're all gonna be millionaires. It's going to $1. Fuck no, it ain't going to $1. Nobody gives a shit about it. People in my Discord aren't trapped in it. I really hope people didn't get trapped in it. Yeah, Amazon's an amazing company. You just, listen, even if you guys just wanted to park your money in Amazon right now, and you didn't want to have to worry about day trading or swing trading, whenever you can afford one share, just buy it. And don't even worry about it. Just think about how much money you're going to have in the next 5 years. You're going to be up 200% in the next 5 years. Okay? Like, I would say minimum, you're going to be up 200% in 5 years with Amazon. if you just buy your money and park it. Instead of, you know, trying to edge up right now, like we just did this morning, we nudged up. So what does that mean? Well, I can buy a little more Amazon tomorrow because I just made some money off of it. I cashed the money out. Well, what am I going to do tomorrow? Tomorrow I'll buy more. I'll cash it out again. The next day I'll buy more. Cash it out again. Instead, you could just buy a share, park it, get your paycheck, put half the check on Amazon like it's your savings account. It grows to probably 200 to 300% in 5 years because Amazon's the top leading fucking company in the world. It's one of the it's one of the S&P 500 SPY movers. It moves the SPY. That's why the SPY moves. Oh, Joel, fucking glad to hear it. So glad you sold. Vizian, man, I keep cutting out, guys. This sucks, man. It looks like my feed keeps cutting out. Let me know if the feed keeps cutting out. I might have to shut it down if it does. RNVA hit 0 this morning. So, yeah, some people are probably trapped. A lot of people are probably trapped. I was seeing some people putting in the thousands, though. Okay? Putting thousands. $220, $222. Nice. Florida girl's going to get her exit. I'm happy for you, Florida girl. Looks like your exit's coming. Look at that. Finally, she gets an escape. I'm gonna exit here, guys, because I'm losing my signal. I keep losing my signal, okay? I'm cutting out really bad. All right, I'm going to the gym. Listen, I'm going to go live for market close so that we can all talk about re-entering Amazon. All right, love you guys. I'm off to the gym. Y'all have an awesome freaking day, baby. Doge Warrior.